One of the aspects of this vaccine is the syringe itself that is used to extract the drug from the vial and then administer it to the patients. And so as we've covered over the past several weeks, drug manufacturers are working real hard to provide enough vaccines for the demand. In a typical vial, there have been 5 doses that are usable.
Which actually Pfizer just came out and announced that they now can get 6 out of their vial.
Yes, and so part of the issue with that is that there is a special so-called low dead space syringe that is needed to actually extract that 6th dose from that vial. And so out of the 286 million syringes that BD had provided, only about 40 million of those were these low dead space syringes for that. And so while they were prepared for the 5 doses per vial, they haven't been able to capitalize on that 6th. So the FDA has actually worked with Pfizer to approve that 6th dose per vial as long as one of these special syringes is shipped with the drug dose itself. So there's a lot of good collaboration happening. British healthcare supply company Vernacare has delivered over 100 million of these syringes so far, and they're actually partnering with Hospitix to produce an additional 1 billion of these low dead space syringes by the end of the year. These companies are just really continuing to work together, in some cases with their competitors, to actually come together for a solution to continue to help protect more lives.
And that's fantastic, and that's certainly something we've talked about multiple times, the collaboration that's going on, and not only sharing data, but in some instances resources from a production standpoint as well. J&J last week, as we, again, on this theme for COVID, for our headlines, last week the world received really encouraging announcement on the COVID-19 front as J&J announced its single-dose vaccine produced really positive results from the Phase 3 Ensemble clinical trial. The Phase 3 Ensemble study is being conducted in 8 countries, actually 3 different regions around the world, and was set up to evaluate the efficacy and safety of the vaccine with a focus on 14-day and 28-day endpoints. Protection from COVID-19 was observed as early as 14 days, and for adults 18 years or older, the vaccine was 85% effective in preventing severe diseases after that 28-day mark post-vaccination. Along with being a one-shot option, J&J's vaccine results also include efficacy against newly emerging strains of the coronavirus. So obviously, as you were talking about that piece, and how Moderna has to try to identify a third option against that strain, that's really big news. All patients involved in the trial will continue to be followed for 2 years after the trial is finalized to update all data for safety and efficacy. J&J will file for FDA emergency approval in February with the hope of starting to ship product immediately following that approval.
Oh, that's really, really great to hear. We really hope that these SSI in the news development headlines are able to bring you value this week. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel for more news, opportunities, and skills training.
We really appreciate your time, and we look forward to bringing you value now or in the future.